Okay, welcome back to Duckzorly Gaming and the Pine Cove Farm on FS19. Yes, we are back to where it all started, and we are going to continue on. We are now in episode 3 of our Pine Cove series. Great to be back, and we're just going to get straight into it. A couple of things before we do anything else. We got a little bit of extra money. We did do some fertilising of 2 fields for contracts, just to get a bit of extra cash. And most importantly, we'll go for a bit of a drive, and I'll show you something that we've also done, because I think it's very important to the overall feel of the game, that we've made some adjustments. Now, obviously, this is a great map by Stevie, and is available on his Facebook page, as I've said previously, and is also available in the comments down below. So if you wish to explore and play this great map that's relived from FS17, then feel free to go and grab it. And there we have it. So we've got a bit of extra grass here now. That's fantastic. We're not going to miss the building that was here at all. They've gone. Yeah, don't have to worry about those 4-legged things anymore. Gone out of here. That's it. Up, done. Done like a John Deere. On fire. Got rid of them. Yes, we got rid of the horses. So no horses for us. Right. We have got some expansion plans for the farm up there. I've also got some modifications I'm going to do down here as well. Need a little bit of extra money for that. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to head up and start planting our other field up here. Was it field 1, I think? And we're going to plant some alfalfa. So the alfalfa is a wonderful looking crop. It's going to serve us for feed for the sheep, and also to help us create a whole pile of silage, because we're also going to have the cows running, so we're going to need some silage. And later on down the track, we're also going to have the pigs up and running as well. So we're going to have everything running on this except for those other 4-legged things we got rid of. So, excited, really excited, and looking forward to getting all that underway. So in the meantime, we're just going to head up here and get this going. Now, there's not much else I've got to do actually at the moment, and heading into night time. What we'll probably do is we'll probably let this guy go on a hired hand, just for the sake of it. Once we've got it all going, let me see, what am I doing? Unfolding. Yeah, so we're going to get that up and running. So yeah, looking good. Now I want to mention the real dirt. Now this is a mod that I never sort of played with before we had our hiatus. Now I just want to state, I reckon this is fantastic. So Viper has done this, and there's also an update for it. It's great. So the tractor basically accumulates the same color and tone of dirt as what it's running over. So in this instance, because there's so much lime on the field, it's picked up the lime all over the tractor. It's a shame it hasn't gone onto the planters yet. We'll see if that actually occurs. It should do, I hope. But no, that's fantastic. Love it. All right. So we're just going to put this guy on hired hand duty, and I think we'll just leave it at that. There he goes. Right. I don't need him to be doing 6 k's an hour. Tyres look as though they're whitening up a little bit. So yeah, very good effect. Now, we did change out the seeder. As you can see, we went to, I can't remember the brand of this now, the Estrella, the 32. Now, the other one we had, I can't remember the reason why. There was a reason why I changed it out. Anyway, so we've just sold that off and then bought this one. The difference was 10,000 or something, I think it was. That's what we used part of the contract money for. So we're just going to get him off and running, and we can leave him off and running there now. So the plan is, like I said, this is going to be alfalfa, obviously. Our other fields, let's have a look at our other fields that we've got growing at the moment. So field 2, we have some soybeans growing, and in field 3, we have some wheat growing. So that's all fine. Now let's have a look. I think we did fix up our sheep just after the last episode, so that's all up and running now. And when we transition the next day, I may look and see what contracts we have available and see if we can boost our money a little bit that way. Now, a bit of an update with the audio. So as I said in our Ningen Farms episode, and also I think I did mention in the first episode of this, we have had a bit of a hardware failure. Our Rode Procaster mic and our Go XLR were inducing a bit of noise, and also wasn't setting the channel for FS19 correctly. So, and particularly the amount of hiss and hum that was coming through the microphone. I don't know if there's a feedback loop there or somewhere. I think there might have been a dodgy cable with the Go XLR. So we've got that being replaced, and the replacement mic, was told originally was not going to be here till the end of the month. It's actually in transit. It should be here hopefully tomorrow or Friday. Unfortunately, our new mixer to replace the Go XLR won't be here. But I think the microphone we've got coming and the software attached with that should be sufficient enough for us to get some good audio and separated audio tracks. So at the moment, I'm just using an Arctis 7 Pro Series headset and using the inbuilt microphone on the headset. So it's recording a single merged track of both the game audio and my narration or voice from the microphone. So unfortunately, that's why the sound quality isn't probably quite as good as what it normally is. It's not just my accent, not this time anyway. And hopefully by the end of this week, we should see a bit of an improvement in that. So possibly after episode 4 or 5 of Pine Cove, depends on how many episodes I get done recording this week. So looking forward to that. So we'll have to wait and see how things go with that. I will do a bit of a review of the mic when it turns up, and also of our replacement slider panel. So we'll have a look at that. I'm not going to give any hints away at the moment. Be interested to see if any of you can guess what we're going to get, what we've chosen as a replacement. But I'm very disappointed with the Rode Procaster seemingly having a problem. So I'm going to have to test that separately and see if I can get that isolated as to what the problem is. But I can't do that because while we're in lockdown here in Sydney, my spare Scarlett microphone and the Scarlett amplifier is sitting at my office because I was using it for some narration work on some training packages there. So I can get back to the office, I can't use it. So I'll have to wait and see. Anyway, all right. So we've done 2 passes now. So we're just going to leave him merry on through there. I don't think there's much else we can do. So what I want to do is I think we'll just head on over and have a look and see what our plans are going to be over here on the farm. So I might just grab the truck here and go for a bit of a drive, and we'll discuss what we're going to do. You may have some ideas or suggestions, which I'm quite happy to take, but we'll sort of see how things go. And I also want to discuss what the next tractor should be on the farm. I've got 4 tractors at the moment. I'm going to need I've got 3 tractors at the moment. I'm going to need a 4th. I have a plan for my tractors. I know what I'm going to need. So we'll see what goes. All right. So initially in this area, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. However, I have decided that initially what I'm going to put through here is, if we have a look at the store and we go to the global company, I'm going to put in the following. I'm going to put in a digesting silo. I'm going to put in a grass dryer. I'm also going to put in the TMR mixing silo. I'm not going to put the pig food. I might put that in at some point. I may wait, I may not. And the other one I'm going to put in is, wherever that is. Nope. Where was it? Factories production. The fermenting silo. So this is what's going to produce our silage. So those are the ones that are going to go in. So as you can see, it's $110,000 each. So there's 1, what have we got? 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be $550,000. Now, I am considering taking a loan or extending our loan. We've got a $500,000 loan at the moment. I'm considering extending that out to another 600,000 or so to get this stuff in place. But I'm undecided. So let me know what you think, whether I should just take the loan and do it, or whether we should wait. If I wait, it's going to take a lot longer to get that up and running. But we'll just wait and see. So that's over to you guys. So remember, let me know whether we should do the expansion and get the loan or whether we should just wait. Now, the other plan I've got, as we go past the, what's that one? That's the pig pen there. Down in here, what I'm thinking, we've got these big sheds here. We've got 2 of them over the back near the farmhouse, and we've got 1 of them up here. What I'm thinking about doing is removing these 2 sheds here and putting in some smaller sheds, very similar to those ones there, but ones with a slightly extended cantilever roof that comes out, so I can put some of the longer equipment under cover, but without having to worry about parking and making room in these sheds. So that's currently what I'm considering. It'll take up the same footprint basically. In fact, it'll give us a little bit of extra room. But I think that's probably the best bet at this point in time to do to that. So I'm going to look at doing that. Nothing through here will change primarily at the moment, and I'm probably going to keep this this open shed as well, because that's where we can park the combine harvesters and the trucks. However, I am probably going to use the silage bunkers to park the trucks in and keep them out of the way, and then I've got more room in here, and then I may actually consider swapping this shed out as well. So we'll go and have a look at the sheds I'm looking at replacing them with, just so we can have a look at that. So this is the shed I'm looking at. So as you can see, it extends out and has that cantilevered roof that comes out a little bit further. So things like the cedars and stuff like that, the longer cedars like the Great Plains, etc., they can be fully undercover without it being an enclosed-in shed like these ones over here. So that's one of the options I'm looking at doing, or one of the primary options. The next sheds I'm also looking at, there's these Aussie sheds. Now these are a lot bigger. They're bigger than these sheds here. If we just rotate that around, there we go. So as you can see, it's bigger than that shed there. So it is going to fit in that area between the 2 paths up to the house there. So it will fit there, but it won't fit over here. So I can certainly put one of those in, and that can be used for our combine storage and stuff like that. And then it means over here, I can get rid of this shed over here and perhaps put one of the cantilevered ones in. Or alternatively, I can put in another one of the ones that are actually already down there. So there's one of those. So I could put one of those down here instead, possibly. Or I could even put a shed there, another one there facing the other way, and have plenty of storage. I've got more than enough storage at the moment than what I need, so this isn't really a priority. I'm just sort of spitballing what the plan is, and I think definitely those 2 are going to go. I'm going to put the Aussie shed in here, definitely, and I'm going to get rid of this. I want to provide more of a flow running through here and into the bins, so we'll modify that a little bit as well. All right, I don't think there was any other sheds I was looking at. No, so that was it. So that's all we're looking at for there. I don't think there's anything else I was looking at doing. Oh, that's right. I'm going to put some more lighting in. There's some areas of the farm that are very dark, particularly over this side, and I'm going to put some more flood lighting in, just to give us a bit more lighting overnight. And primarily, I'm also going to use, oops, wrong button. I'm going to use Stevie's fence post light. If I can find that here. Nope, I think it's under, where was it? I think it's in here. There's so many things that Stevie's got on this map. It's wonderful, but there we go. The post with the light. So I'm going to put that around the path areas. So it's not a huge light. It's a little bit more pleasing to the eye and fits in with the scenery a little bit better. So I'm going to put those in. I have also added in a silo display, or 2 silo displays over near the silos, which we'll go and have a look at as well. That was the other change we did while we're waiting. Right, so come by through here. Oh no, I haven't put them in. I thought I put them in. Oh, I've got to put them in. Damn it. I'm sure oh no, I did put them in, but I didn't revert. I reverted the save. So that's why. All right, I just want to go for a bit of a drive while we're waiting for that. Oh, I got to cut this guy off. Waiting for the seeder to finish. So this is where it's all different. So the bridge used to be sort of over towards that direction I'm looking at the moment a little bit more. It was a bit narrow, I seem to recall as well. And then it came up in a bit of a winding path surrounded by trees. And there was a cell point just in here. And then over here, there was just this one field. Now, there's now two fields there. One field has currently got the grass on it, and the other field here has got the other crop on. And as I said the other day in the other episode, and our animal buy point and all that was up here as well. And then we had that field over there. So that's part of the changes, and they're I think they're changes for the better in a way. You didn't have this border. You had actual like a raised area, like a hilly, rocky area all the way along through here, and you couldn't really well, you could access it. I did that a couple of times, doing a bit of billy goat 4-wheel driving, and so that's now gone, and that's given Stevie a bit more room to extend some of the fields down here. So, and I mean, I'm happy to stand corrected, but I'm pretty sure both those fields there were extended up, and I seem to recall that there was only the one field here, because this area actually sort of came down here further. There was a bit more wasted space. There was a lot of, actually it came even further through. I think it was actually about down here, because there was a huge strip of grass we used to always mow, which was free land. And back in FS19, you didn't have to own the free land. You could just mow it. As long as it wasn't on the field, you could just mow it anywhere. And I used to go around mowing. I mean, everyone knows I used to go around mowing grass no matter where it was. Whereas now I can't. So anyway, that's where we sit now. Although there is something very interesting I did find on the map. Now, I don't know if Stevie did this on purpose or not. Let's bring up the map. Oops, I turned off the engine instead of pressing escape. So we'll come back to the map. Now, so here's our map. Now, when we buy a field, or we buy a bit of land, we buy the field and sometimes the adjacent area to that field. Now, if I want to buy all these areas, I get some of the adjacent grass on some areas, which is fine. And it's not cheap. So this $1.1 million for those 3 fields, $929,000 for field 8, $769,000 for field 9, $2.3 million for field 10 and 20, for instance. Field 4, the other big field, $1.5 million. So you get the idea. However, if I click in here, all this stuff in here, and there is some grass areas down the verges that you can get to and mow. Look at this, it's 0. So I can technically actually buy that. I did buy it in the save. This is why I reverted the save. I can buy that. I could mow all the grass all over the place, other than what's on the fields, or on the verge of the fields that's bounded within these boundary areas. However, if I do that, and then I go to sell this back out just for $0, I'm not as if I can buy it for 0 and sell it for a profit. I can't sell it back until I sell all the placeables. Now, all these down through here are all placeables that you can remove if you don't want them. So it won't let me sell that off because it says, no, there's a placeable there. You've got to get rid of the placeable first. So we're not going to do that. But I was just quite interested to see that. So anyway, all right, what we're going to do, again, while we're waiting for him to finish the seeding, we've got a bit of time. I'm going to head on over and show you the forestry area and some of the beautiful scenery that's up there that Stevie has done. Just a quick tour over there. Won't take us too long. There's the old shop. It's like being back home. I'll cut across through here. Hang a left through here. Now, there's placeable areas here, which there were on the FS17 version as well. So that's not too much. This area here isn't really too much different to what it used to be. Slight variation, but generally it's by and large pretty much the same. The train station in there, another placeable area there. The Frank's warehouse is new, but this the wood chipping area and that is not new. Oh, it's a new layout and new design, but that was there, and so was Fenton Mill. The old Fenton Mill. Right, now, leave the road, head up on the forestry tracks. Let's hope I go the right way because I've got the mini-map up. But it's just a lovely little area of land driving up through here. Oh, I've gone off road. Where's my road? Where's my track? Get on your duck. Right. I think I've taken the wrong road anyway. Let me bring up the mini-map. I did too. I want to go back the other way. Pardon me. I just want to do that river crossing again. That's all it was. See if we can put our hand out, grab a trout. Right. Back up through here. Make sure I follow the track this time. And it's this one here is where I want to go. Right. That's much better. Right. So we're going to head on up here. Dead Man's Curve. I came down there when I did a first explore of the map the other day and totaled the truck. I went straight off the edge because I didn't brake quick enough. All right. And this is the point I wanted to come to. All right. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Great view there. Looking down the valley. The drop off. The water surging down below. And the creek heading off over there towards our farm. Beautiful, isn't it? All right. So yeah, nice snapshot from there. Get the drone out and get a good snapshot. But all this here, all this forestry area is available to do forestry in. Well, I believe so. I haven't done any yet, but obviously. It's just beautiful. There's something about the look and the feel of Stevie's maps. I know they're not for everyone, and I certainly know previously a lot of people I've spoken to, they said they don't like Stevie's maps because all the fields are rectangular. Now, it's not always the case. It's certainly the case on this map, and some of them are like that. But you know what? It doesn't detract from the look and feel and the detail he puts into the map. It is just phenomenal, and it's one of the reasons why I've got to love Stevie and his maps, or not love Stevie per se, but love his maps, because he just puts so much care and attention to detail into his maps. It's just a pleasure to just drive around. I mean, just driving around the map now is just nice and relaxing. Anyway, so here we go down here. The other good thing too is there's not the dirt roads. There's this the grass path that he's putting in as well. And that's another nice touch because it's not a road that's travelled all the time. So it's just a bit of a path that's been left behind. So yeah, why not? Why not, he said. All right, now if we follow up here. So this is the sort of thing that the sort of scenery that bordered the edges all the way around the map in the FS19 version. Not as accessible as this, but this is the sort of idea that was there. And and yeah, it just looks phenomenal. It really does. But over on the other side, on the southern side of the map, that's all gone now. There we go. There's the view over to the township, over to our farm. There's our farm over there between the trees. So yeah, looks magnificent. And off we go down the drop. See if our brakes are going to stop us. All right. And back to the farm we go. Hasn't been a lot of farming this episode. I apologise for that, but I thought you might like to have a bit of a look around and see what it's like. It is just a really, really nice looking map. I don't know if I've said that a lot, and I'm going to say it a lot more, so get used to it, I guess. Right. Come around the main road, or the not a main road, but the road back to the back of the farm. So all the placeables as well that are used on the map come with the map. So they're actually built into the map and available in the map. So you don't have to go and get Stevie's mod pack as well to supplement that. I do recommend Stevie's mod pack. And one thing he has done since I was last on FS, he's redone his mod pack, and he's now got it as a huge grouping of all of his mods. So you can get them all in one download. The download was, I think, about 2.6 gig. Happy to stand corrected, but I think it was about that. So it's not a small download. Be aware of that. But yeah, it's good to have it all in one. So I got to update all my mods pretty much in one go, which was great because there's not many of Stevie's mods I don't have or use. Well, there's plenty I don't use, I guess, but there you go. You can see the Toyota has got the lime all over the wheels and the body and all that. So yeah, fantastic. All right, so fertilizer in our alfalfa, so seeds, is just on 50%. So he should almost finish the field. Now you can see we've got no lime, we've just got dirt. He should finish his job just with enough seed and fertilizer, which is wonderful. Don't have to worry about filling him up. All right. Well, you know what, ladies and gents? Well, it's about that time of day, and I think what we might do is we might actually call it there with just a bit of a tour. And I think that gives you a very good impression of what we're looking at in Pine Cove. It gives you an idea of a lot of the area of the map we're probably not going to be going to initially until we start sort of building our empire a little bit more. But it's a wonderful map. Like I said, you can get it from Facebook, from Stevie's FS Mods. If you want to do the search, that's what you look up, Stevie's FS Mods. And you'll be able to download it from there. So if you do, make sure you tell him that Duck sent you. You won't get any prizes or anything, but you'll at least get a thank you or a thumbs up from Stevie. But you really can't go wrong with his maps, that's for sure. That personal preference and bias, I know, but anyway, that's it. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the map, the very basic tour of the map. And I promise in the next episode, we'll get down to a lot more farming. We'll probably skip ahead the night because we're running on one time at the moment where we've got all the fields prepped. We'll probably skip ahead to the next day or so, and then we should be almost at a point where we should have at least one field ready for harvest, and we'll get into the harvest and really get cracking on with everything. So that's it. So don't forget, if you've come to the channel, you're not already a subscriber, make sure you press that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you aboard. Don't forget to press that like button as well if you like the episode. That really helps the channel with the algorithms, all that sort of stuff. And it also lets me know that people out there actually like the content. So it gives us a reason to keep on going and not go back into a hiatus. Of course, don't forget, we are also on Twitch. Details are down below. And we also have our own Discord channel as well, which you're more than welcome to come and join and talk shit and just generally catch up and just talk our life away sometimes, or just sit there and just do nothing. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and make sure you stay safe, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon back here at Duckzorly Gaming and Pine Cove Farm by Stevie on FS19. Take care. See you later. Bye.